All right. How's it going, everyone? My name is Tyler Beeson, and welcome back to another episode of Cruisin the Planet.
Hello, guys.
What's up?
Today we have Kelly Smith and I was about to say Travis, but Travis is unfortunately not here.
Dude, all of y'all have been calling me Travis lately.
Look,
Man,
it was a Freudian
hat,
slip.
man.
Freudian
It's the
slip.
hat.
Can you? I have my hand raised. Can you turn the headphones up a little bit? Thank you. That's much better.
Yeah, that's better.
Gotcha. Our other co-host is Randon Guidry.
Hello. Mr. Cripple.
Yes, Mr. Cripple. We have a good show planned out for you guys today. Today we'll be talking about convenience and how it's affecting our society. And then we'll be taking a break from that to talk tongue twisters once again. And then we'll end the day with what do we think is the best fast food item ever?
Punchy.
I know. So what do you guys think? How y'all been doing? You just got back from
I've been better.
Yeah, you've been better. You've been way better. Hey, can you
better.
scoot forward just a little bit? The camera is not looking at you.
I'm good
this way?
because
Yeah, now it's got you.
I
You're good,
finally
Kelly.
got in like
Am I
no,
good?
I was just uncomfortable and I was
Alright.
shifting. No, I'm good because I just got a package in that I've been waiting on 4 months.
Ooh, music.
Fire Emblem?
Yes.
Of course. Like that,
Unironically, yes.
like
was
that's a
joking,
question.
but-
I got one of my soundtrack sets in. It's gorgeous.
Been
Mwah.
4 months?
I pre-ordered it a few months ago.
Pre-ordered.
We love pre-ordering in this house.
Nice.
Create an account. All right, Twitch. We'll see about that.
Wow.
I know it doesn't. It's doing things. We'll deal with that later.
That's later's issue.
So, Tyler,
Yeah,
can you
yeah.
explain to me what you think a convenience is?
Well, I think a convenience is it's something that makes life easier. It doesn't necessarily needed. But
It
basically,
helps.
yeah, it helps.
Makes life bearable.
Normally, because that's what we're gonna get into. Because that's your typical conveniences. Like a convenience store is a little store that sells little bits of everything.
My controversial opinion is that convenience stores aren't nearly convenient enough.
Oh, never. But
They should carry more.
right? They should have clothing. Some do,
Some do.
A convenience is also something.
but I don't
that's-
think Lily's is gonna start selling t-shirts anytime soon. Unfortunately,
You
You
can
said,
find.
you said where?
Lily's. It's the
Lily's,
the little
yeah.
gas station
Yeah,
by the
Yeah,
edge.
but like,
Yeah,
okay.
everyone knows
Here's the
Lily's.
question. Here's the question. Do dollar stores count as convenience stores?
No.
Oh, well, you're talking
those are
Dollar
dollar
General,
stores.
right?
You're a dollar store.
Because it's a Dollar General is like an off-brand Walmart, but just smaller.
It's an off-brand Walmart. I've never.
I can respect that opinion.
I mean, yeah.
I'm not calling it bad.
No,
'Cause I go to
no, but
Dollar
like I see
General all the
the
time.
vision. I see the
Yeah.
vision.
Here's the thing. When your town is too poor to have a Walmart or too small to support stuff like that, you have a Dollar General. You have a Family Dollar. You have a
Dollar Tree.
and Dollar Tree is still a little upper class, even though they only sell
Guess
for
what?
$1.
I go there all the time. There's one right next to my apartment complex I can walk to, and I go there
Yes,
all the
Hold
time.
on.
Steamville,
Can you
Steamville.
elaborate on Dollar Tree being?
Okay, look. You never find Dollar Trees except in towns that are big enough
Yeah,
to have towns with bigger stores.
yeah, I do agree.
You can find Dollar Generals anywhere.
Everywhere,
Exactly.
but it's kind of ghetto.
Yeah. But Dollar Trees are intended for so you have the towns that have the wealthier people, but in those towns with the wealthier people, you also have the people on the opposite end of the stick that have to pay less.
Okay, so what does it say about me that I grew up in a town that only had Family Dollar and Dollar Tree?
It's a small town. I've lived in those towns too.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. I feel like I'm learning.
Yeah. Back where I come from, we called it the mall.
Do you know what a
The
mall is?
mall.
I'm very much aware of what a mall actually is.
Okay.
But that's what we called it. But we're kind of getting a little off topic. Let's because we need to relate this a little bit to our society. how does this what do having these conveniences allow us in our societies? What do you think?
Allows us to be lazy.
That is definitely
I
a
don't
direct
know if
point
lazy
to
is
this.
necessarily the
No,
right
I was
word in
joking.
all circumstances.
I mean, lazy is
sometimes.
It
possible.
definitely
It's a possibility.
Yes.
But
it allows for the opportunity to become lazy and complacent a lot easier.
Well, that's in
Not
your own head,
necessarily.
though. That's your choice. It's your choice
It's
to
like
become lazy.
well,
or
It's
yeah.
like a pipeline.
It is. I like that word. Pipeline
it's a
makes it
segue.
really good.
Segue. I like the word segue. I hate the way it's spelled though.
I'm not sure if I would use segue personally.
No, I mean,
Because segue is like a segue is like a
a
transition. You know, pipeline is like a traveling
also
road.
a transition.
No,
Yes.
pipeline is a traveling, while segue is a from this that.
Well, technically, Segway is traveling too, because there's like that Segway thing that those police
Yeah.
ride on.
That
yeah,
is
they're
that
both,
is in
they're
fact
both
a
like
segue.
transition travel kind of things. They're like adjacent synonyms without really being like actual
Wait.
synonyms.
Anyway.
All
the
right,
point.
yeah. Not
But
let's
what
back
about
on
what
track,
about this
guys.
convenience? A TV remote. It's not being lazy. You're just having it so you can sit back and relax.
No, I think in this
So you don't
case
have
the
to
real
get up.
but everyone
convenience when it comes to
complains and you
TV
can't
is
find it.
Roku's that have like the Netflix and the YouTube and
Yeah.
everything just like built in.
Yeah, that too. That's a new convenience.
Can I
Newer-
say this?
Mm.
I took my Roku TV to
Mhm.
a friend's house
Mhm.
to use it as a big gaming monitor, and
Mhm.
then the remote was gone. Like
Yeah.
we had forgot it at my house, and we had no way to actually change the volume on my
Oh.
TV without it.
Is there no like manual
Nope.
but
Yeah, I had a TV like that too.
There is a singular button in the back, and it allows you to traverse the different options,
no volume button?
but no volume.
That's like
That
really
yeah,
dumb.
it is dumb.
What? Oh
Where's
my
the
God.
convenience in this? This is where convenience is starting to become bad because they think that they'll just have the remote on them all the time.
That's capitalism at work. You lose one, you got to buy another. No other options.
Mm.
I lost the TV from my remote. No.
Yeah, you lost the TV for the remote. Now
lost-
that's inconvenient.
I lost the remote for the TV, and it's like an
That's
actual TV.
inconvenient.
It's not like a Roku.
Yeah.
And so now I have to like get up to change the volume on it
Oh,
because I refuse to buy
no.
another remote. They're not
Oh,
getting any more of
no.
my money.
How much even is a remote for Roku? How much is
Probably
capitalism
$10.
costing us for this
I can't imagine it being
convenience?
very much. Rokus are kind of on the cheaper end.
Yeah.
They're nice though.
I'm going to look this
I do
up.
like them.
I'm not going to show everyone, but I'm just going to look it up.
Yeah.
Keep talking, though, please, guys.
I don't know. I feel like when it comes to convenience and how it affects society, there can be both like very much positives and very much negatives. So like one convenience that I think a lot of people don't register like as a real convenience.
$7.
$7?
$7.
$7?
On
Wow.
Amazon. Yeah.
That's
New
not bad at all.
replacement remote fit for Roku 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, if you want to change the volume, it's only $7.
Oh, this one's
$7
like
fee
$20.
to change the volume.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh,
But
did you know? Yeah, that's not part of this conversation.
so like yeah, but like I said, it can be both like very positive and very negative. So like one positive that I feel like a lot of people don't really register as a convenience are like grocery stores.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
They're like consolidated markets, which, you know, markets used to be like a lot more like, you know, old-timey, like gotta go to like several different places to get everything you need, and even then you don't have
Carts along
everything,
the street.
you know, but like you go to HEB or like anything, you have all of this stuff, even like imports from around the world that you're just like you just have access to.
Swordfish.
And I don't think it, yeah, swordfish. And I don't think that that's like that can be really registered as like a negative in any sort of way. Like I can't think of a negative when it comes to like having that kind of like accessibility at your fingertips.
I got one for you.
What?
Teach a man to fish. Or no. Give a man a fish. You feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish. You feed him for a lifetime.
I like that.
Counterpoint.
By giving
I
them,
like
by
that.
giving them people fish, you take away their ability or desire to learn to fish.
Counterpoint. People
And
still
thus-
fish.
Well, you're right, but they can feed themselves.
Yeah.
But everyone else can't.
I've fished for food before, not for sport, in Wisconsin.
All right, that was my counterpoint. I still like grocery stores.
No,
I'm not
grocery
gonna
stores
fish.
are great.
I don't
Oh,
like
I
fishing.
Tyler, I do like what you said though. I do like that.
You like my point?
I do like
That's a
that.
valid argument.
It
I
is
like
very
I like
valid.
grocery stores because it means I can go get fruit year round.
Yeah.
Because seasonal fruits that are native to like summer here can still grow during the winter in the southern hemisphere.
I couldn't imagine not getting watermelon year round.
Strawberries and plums for me. So
Oh,
like, yeah, there's positives and there's negatives. So it's just like,
I agree. There are positives to the convenience, like accessibility allows things to be more usable so that people don't have to go out of their way to learn a whole new skill and develop these things.
it means we have more time for our hobbies in life.
Exactly. So that
It
we
gives
can
you more
dedicate
time.
the time to the things that we really want to do with our life.
Like
There are
Jade was
points.
saying earlier. What was he saying about if he had to go, if he wanted a potato,
He'd have
and
to
there
go
weren't
into the
grocery stores,
fields
you have
and
to
he
go
wouldn't
in
have
the
time
field
for
in
like
the
his
evil
hobbies of like
days.
making music and all
and
that
now there's grocery stores. If he wants to go buy a potato, he can go buy it in the store.
for like
instead
50
of-
cents.
Yeah, he doesn't have to grow it himself, but now he can spend time playing guitar or
Yeah.
singing
got
or
time
doing
to-
other things.
Because he didn't have to grow the potato himself.
Yeah, I'm the same way though. Like, imagine if I had to grow all my food, kill animals for the meat. That would take so much time. And I
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to do anything I want,
Yeah.
And that's one of the good things about convenience. And one of the bad things is made me a little lazy. Makes everyone a little lazy.
I agree.
It
That is
is what it is.
that is the negative side to convenience and how it's kind of affecting us. We have If you look-
Yes. Here's my thing is I don't think necessarily being lazy is the worst thing ever.
No, because sometimes it's good to be lazy.
Exactly. It's like you're doing it and it's allowing you to be restful to your mind. And I feel like in terms of like the history of the world, even now we still take a lot of like mental health for granted. And being able to be lazy gives you more rest, which gives you more time to deal with stuff like that, right? Whereas if you had like, a mental illness in like the 1800s, you just died because you just had to work yourself to death, right? You don't get time to rest and relax. And I feel like lazy just has a lot of like negative connotations associated with it, and it absolutely can, but I don't necessarily think that it is inherently a bad thing.
If you're
please
lazy
explain
too
lazy
much,
in good connotations.
so good. You go. Good.
Rest and relaxation and
Okay,
recuperation.
Resting your mind, sleeping, but doing it way too much, doing it
yeah,
over other
honestly,
things. Like
this is
say you had
this is the
everything
say
in
you
same.
have-
moderation, right?
say
And
you
that
have
extends
homework.
to doing that.
Say you have homework, but you don't want to do it. You're lazy. But say you finish all your homework and you're done for the day and you have like a few hours, you can be lazy in a
Yeah.
good way.
But that's not
Yeah.
being lazy. That's getting your work done on time.
And then being able to
And
laze
then
around.
And then
But
being
being
lazy. After.
able to laze around is a reward for not being lazy.
Yes.
You
like
can be
all I'm
lazy.
saying is that laziness as like a negative thing depends on the context.
It depends on the person too.
Exactly.
And
It's
how
not
you-
inherently something that has negative value. It is
It's a mindset.
Well, here's my
Yeah.
thing: is that being lazy is dependent on not doing your things. It's
I do
knowing that
agree
you
with
have
Tyler though.
it's knowing you have something to do and refusing to do it, whether it's just pushing it off or not.
Lazy is a bad word
Not-
to use for being restful after you've done everything. Because
Yeah.
I kind of agree with Tyler.
Because
well, that's why I said lazing around.
Yeah, lazing around. Yeah.
so
It's the context of the verbiage.
I guess so.
The same thing.
So we're in agreement that being lazy is a prior, not a later.
Wait, say that again.
I'm just saying I think
Being
overwhelmingly
lazy isn't
it's
something you do after you get something done, because you have this ability to do stuff.
well, not necessarily because there's always something to be done.
Well, yeah, I guess
Not really.
Yeah.
But
It depends
You
on
could clean, you could actually cook something, like you could get ahead on your work. Like there's always something that you could be doing and instead you're lazing about, which is not inherently a bad thing. I think that it's important to kind of talk about how it's not necessarily the worst thing ever. But okay, so like for example, not like 3 days ago Saturday, but the Saturday beforehand, I had a really long day. You both know all about that. That was a whole thing. And by the time I got off work, it was like really late and dining hall had closed. And instead of, being proactive and cooking myself something for dinner, I just ordered food. Was I being lazy in that situation? Absolutely. Is that a bad thing?
not really because
Not necessarily.
you had a really long day.
Yeah.
Of course I would. course you don't want to cook.
Exactly. I'm just saying, I don't think it's
That's not
inherently
being-
negative, and it depends on the context.
Yeah.
I understand that, but I think there's also a difference between being
There should be
lazy
another
in a single
word.
moment and then being lazy accumulatively. Like, I would never describe you as a lazy person, Kelly. You get your stuff done on time, you cook often. So taking a moment from every other week or I don't know how often you order out food.
Not very often.
Exactly. To order food isn't lazy because it's like a reward.
It's like a reward.
Exactly. It's not being lazy, it's just like a reward.
Fair enough. My
Which-
mindset kind of views it as a little bit lazy, but
Sounds
I also
like
don't
y'all
assign
have
a negative
different
value to that.
different definitions of lazy.
I think.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Yeah. So
And it kind of does roll back to it's a convenience, and this is the good part of it being a convenience.
yeah, I think it's absolutely a good
Is-
thing that we have the availability of like these delivery apps nowadays. Do I have issues with the way that they're run? Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Why are the tips or not the tips, the service fees so much? Oh my god! But they're a good
Because
service.
they want to make money.
I know,
That money goes to DoorDash.
but they're a service that is
That's a
very
convenience.
convenience. Like
Not
so,
to us.
I like them. I wish
It
the
is,
money
though.
went to the actual
You don't have to leave your
workers.
house.
Like, why do I have to pay services and like service fees and then a tip on top of that? Can't the service fee just be the tip and then go to the driver?
Yeah, $10 fast food meal will end up being $20.
Yeah,
Right,
no kidding.
you'd think that.
I only order from DoorDash when I have like coupon codes.
Mm-hmm.
But let's talk about something like that and how that kind of leads into it. Convenience, thinking of like DoorDash. Because that allows you to stay in your house and kind of like avoid the outside. That's kind of a negative, though, don't you think?
No,
Wait, say that one more time.
So the point of DoorDash is to stay indoors and not leave. That's not necessarily a bad thing. You don't always have to leave.
Well, say you're at work and you're busy and you want to order DoorDash for the whole office.
yeah, but that's not
or-
exactly what I'm talking about.
or
That's a
you're
convenience.
sick and you don't want to go outside because you're sick.
Because then that's a convenience.
Or what about someone who has agoraphobia or another mental disorder where it could be really, really hard?
But we're
for
not
them to leave
talking
the
about that.
But we're talking about delivery apps.
You're right. And actually, we're talking about convenience in society.
Yes.
But my point is that delivery apps can be a convenience. And while not necessarily inherently bad, they can, to a point,
Exacerbate negative traits.
exactly.
Anything can.
If you constantly order things out, it allows one to just
Be a sloth.
box themselves, maybe not necessarily a sloth, but it boxes themselves indoors. They don't go out to see the world. They don't see things. They interact with less people.
It is sad, but that is
I mean,
their choice.
Yeah,
know?
not
I'm not
everybody
s-
wants that.
I do agree with you though, Tyler.
I'm not gonna try and vilify,
Villainize.
the people that do this. I'm not gonna say that they're bad people or anything like that. I'm just saying being able to go outside
It's
and
good to go touch
communicate
some
people
grass sometimes.
is good. The people that are doing this are missing out because they're not always able to utilize and grow skills that are very useful in life.
I think that begs the question of, is it really missing out if they don't want it in the first place?
Well, what did Tyler just say? Say that last part again.
Which part?
Of like going out and experiencing the world.
Yes, they don't have the opportunity to go out and experience. And you're right, Kelly, that maybe they don't want that. But life isn't, well,
Life is
I'm
more
going
than sitting inside.
into my opinions on this. Life isn't always about what you want. Sometimes you have to do things you don't want. I don't want to talk to a lot of people all the time either. But I have to do that in order to get around in life. If I'm super like claustrophobic in the way I am, but I had to apply to this job to get this job.
Yeah.
I had to come to an interview, which I was very scared to do because I knew no one.
Yeah, but who's to say that doing only strictly the interactions that are necessary is a bad thing? If you want to do the
my
bare
point is,
minimum
Kelly,
of like
that
social
going
interactions
out-
to skirt by in life, that's not necessarily a bad thing.
My point is, Kelly, that going out and doing the interactions that aren't necessary help you to do the interactions that are necessary. That is where going out and going to a real person to talk to someone, to order food, even that's when it is helpful instead of ordering food and
Okay.
getting food and then paying them and saying thank you, goodbye.
Question: would you say that my communication and interpersonal skills are bad?
I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
Not
I don't
not
really
to,
I don't
not
really engage in social
Kelly,
situations more than
not
strictly
to
necessary.
us. To us, you are a very good communicator.
Yes.
There are times though that you seem to struggle in it.
But so does everyone else.
So does everyone
That's
else.
fair.
All I'm saying is my skills are perfectly on par with the rest of everybody else's, and I don't engage in social situations more than is strictly necessary.
It's not a competition.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just
Just- I'm
saying
bad at it.
there's
But my point
There's people I
is,
know are not.
if I ask you, Kelly, to go out to a random person on the street and ask them so and so and so and so and get this kind of answer from them, can you do that?
I could. I won't, but I could.
Exactly. But someone else could do that and they could do it very easily.
I could
Also.
also do it very easily. I just won't.
But that's not the point. Is if wanting to. Or maybe you're right. But I feel like that's just like something that everyone says. Like, yes, I could be a great flirtician and do all these things if I only wanted to. But that doesn't necessarily make them a great person at doing that. Just because they don't want to do it. You have to be able to go out and prove you can do it.
Yeah. Just saying, I think if people want to use delivery apps, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing.
I never said it was a
Plus,
bad thing.
What if they just want to be a little lazy and don't want to leave the house? That's not a bad
that's-
thing.
Kelly,
I'm just
you're
saying.
right, and we covered
You're not
this.
saying it's a bad thing.
We covered this, Kelly. It's not bad to want to stay indoors to do it every once in a while. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Sometimes it is
It's
good to
when you
go
do
touch
it
some grass, though.
Every day, multiple times a day, and refuse to go outside.
Whenever it gets like obsessive.
Yes, that's when it's obsessive and a problem. That's whenever
that's
convenience
lazy.
becomes a problem.
See, I'm
Thank
more
you.
interested in how they have the money for that.
Well, some people do.
Some people, well,
I want their job.
indoor jobs,
Stay-at-home jobs.
stay-at-home jobs are one way to do it, and then there's also you only leave for your job.
Yeah.
There are stuff like that. You get that little bit of interaction with your coworkers, but still, it's good to be able to interact with those around you. And heck, even I'm not that great at it. I interact with my coworkers, I interact with some people I know on the street, and I interact with my roommates. So I'm not going to say that I'm great at any of this. But what I'm saying is that if I took the time to go do that stuff, I'd probably be way better. And that's a convenience that I'm taking advantage of that's causing me problems. And thus, society also, because I'm not the only one that's having this issue. Using myself as an example.
True.
Maybe
but
I'm not the best example, but still.
I don't think it's inherent. I think it's more on a personal basis.
Perhaps. But I doubt I'm the only one.
Oh, I'm not saying that you are the only one. I'm not, oh, it's only you, Tyler. Skill issue. No, obviously not. Because, like, there's things that I struggle with that aren't, an issue for everybody else, like, on a societal level. And it's just one of those things. I don't think it's inherently the cause of that because of the way it is. I don't know if that makes sense. It's not the thing itself that's causing it. It's the reaction, which isn't to be blamed on anyone, obviously. It's just different people react differently to different situations.
Yeah, and a lot of this can be kind of like dodged back to the old adage, everything is good in moderation. There is that. So like laziness in moderation isn't bad because it's a reward. Because we seem to be picking on delivery food. Delivery food in moderation isn't bad either. It's just whenever it becomes so much, that's when it becomes a problem. And that's whenever
I have the chat pulled up, and Lance said pretty good. Something really good. He said,
there's something
blocking the chat on
Yeah.
the screen.
yeah, I know.
What do you say?
Hold on, let me try and I'll just say everything. I
Yeah,
think
go
there
ahead.
are all kinds of valid reasons to use delivery apps. I do think Tyler's right that there are people who have certain personality traits that make being able to order everything to their house, food, groceries, prescriptions, not great. I think he's talking about the person that gets to the point where they don't even want to talk to the delivery person. That's where the option leave it at the door started popping up.
Yeah.
There you go.
Obviously,
And that's the
it is a
convenience
system that
to
can
those
be.
people who don't want to talk
Yeah,
to the
it
delivery
is
driver.
absolutely a system that can be taken advantage of. Absolutely. I'm not denying that.
And that's the point I was trying to make. Exactly. But here, let's try and move on to something else. Just because we seem to be running delivery foods into the ground, let's try and spend the next 10 minutes talking about something other than delivery food.
Okay, I
Or
got
maybe
one. I
how
got one.
things can go on to the
I have
bigger society.
I have a negative on how convenience affects society.
Please.
So, not to be that person, obviously, because I know that there's always this person, and it's gonna sound so boomery because it's like back in my day, except I'm only like 21, and so it's not back in my day. It's just
I
right.
don't know, those collared shirts.
You leave me and my button downs alone. Okay.
All right, continue.
I think that like when in terms of like consumerism and like modern day consumable products, they really just aren't made the way they used to be, and it's because of convenience to a company. They're looking for the
I like
fastest
this.
way to turn over product, the cheapest way to do it. And now we have furniture that does not last as long. Like my family, we still have furniture from like the 90s and it's in like perfect condition other than like a few scratches because children, right? But like we buy furniture from like IKEA because it's cheap and it's quick and it's everything and
Yes.
it's literally made of cardboard.
But you're going to get what you pay for.
True, but there's not always like the best options like there used to be. Not the best options. There's not always as many like artisan and like crafty options as there used to be because like we kind of devalue art as a society now and we don't allow people to like work into their crafts now. And so we're not getting like great, artisans anymore. And part of that is like you see like vintage clothing and vintage furniture being really, really popular right now because we don't have the same kind of level of detail on everything because everything is streamlined for convenience. Like houses that were built like Victorian era houses all the way to like houses that were built in like the 40s to like the 60s and 70s that like they're so much more detail oriented than like houses that are built now. So like in the subdivision I live in, the houses have like nothing really special about them and they're built in like 2 to 3 days. And don't get me wrong, they're nice houses, they're well built and everything, but they're not like the houses that I kind of grew up living in my little town in, Illinois, where it was like a 100-year-old village. So like all the houses had like characters and interesting things about them because they took like months to build and they let, artisans work on them.
I completely agree. There is a lot of our current kind of American society, maybe worldwide too, but
I think it's partially
mainly,
like can be the world at large.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely want to say the American world, but I definitely want to say it's gone on to a greater extent also, that we have started to value more of the convenience of things rather than its actual
Quality.
Quality. Thank you. We're going more into quantity over quality. Like I think what Jade was talking about, and this isn't necessarily the best example, but like a pencil, or let's go with a pen because there are way more examples of pens out there in the world.
Yeah.
So you go to Walmart. Yeah, Walmart's a good one. And you buy your basic pen. It's a pen. It has ink in it. It comes in 3 colors: black, blue, and red. Oh well, yeah. And a lot of them they have caps. They're not anything fancy. Sometimes they have buttons. And they're you can get a package of them. Like there's 20 in there, and it's like what, less than $5.
Yeah.
And that's easy. It's easy. And so when you need a pen, it's easy. You go, you get your bag of pens, and you're done. However,
you want to buy a pack of like 2 Pilot pens that are nicer.
Some nice pens that will last you.
And that's like $5.97 for 2.
Exactly. We are
Me as a Pilot pen connoisseur.
We are valuing the convenience to buy a cheap product more than a good product.
Yeah.
Multiple cheap products over one good product. Kind of like the idea of cars a long time ago, maybe, and I'm not a car aficionado, but this is what I've heard. Cars a long time ago were built to last years upon years upon years. Now, if you're not careful with your car, you have to
It's
like
kaput.
switch out. You have to switch out like circuit boards and other things in there, and it's really easy to
Yeah.
have to replace something.
I think a good example of that, like on the cars thing, is that like you can find cars from like the 60s that people are repairing and they still drive.
My roommate has a car that he's been repairing, and it's older
Yeah.
than both of us.
And my mom's car was a 2005 Santa Fe, and it completely went kaputs in like 2021. Like the thing didn't even last 16 years. And it's kind of insane because like and I think that's appliances like as a whole, they just used to be built to last longer, and they're just not anymore.
Yeah.
So you know why? Because though they're cheap, they'll get old faster.
Mhm.
So you can buy some more, spend more money.
Yeah, no, that's
on
exactly
there.
what it
That
is.
is exactly right.
It's also like the planned obsolescence with like Apple products.
Yes, I've heard about this recently.
Yeah.
I
I didn't have more
I
to say
heard-
about that. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
using it as an example of what Random was saying.
for those who don't know, it's Apple products and some other people also.
I think Android does it too.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
They
That
got a lawsuit for this.
they probably did.
Apple has an ongoing lawsuit for it, I think. That or
Yeah.
they like
But
just
what it
closed
is
it out.
basically is that these companies create software for their technology, and it doesn't run as well on their older products that still gets the same software update.
And they made it like that on purpose.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that way your phone isn't like usable and you have to buy the new model.
Yeah, so you're encouraged to buy the new stuff because you know it's going to be better than your stuff you have now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Capitalism, yay.
We have about 5 minutes. We want to talk about how this kind of goes like more worldwide. Maybe not worldwide, but
How
like
is this gonna kill our
big,
society?
big. Let's think big here.
I think-
How are these things that we've been talking about affecting us big?
I think in the long run, the arts will continue to be devalued until there's very little left of them, except for what can be used in a commercial sense.
I really don't want to agree with you, Kelly,
But
but
that's the way things are trending.
I can't deny that that's a really big possibility.
Yeah.
The way that AI art has been going so far is that
Mhm.
it's used and people are still using it, and it's making life so much easier.
Here's
And so
here's
some
my
people, like,
thing.
Dude,
Is like AI right now is the worst it's ever going to be. It's only going to continue to get better.
I don't know. Terminator's gonna be pretty bad.
Fair enough. But like when it comes to AI, I think that there is inherently a need for a human element in art because so much of the AI art that I see just feels soulless and it just does not feel good. I don't really enjoy looking at it. Like technically, from a
Were you here
technical
for the
aspect, it's very good.
AI art episode, Kelly?
No, but I was
I should show you
was like
that,
watching
those
it.
pictures. That was really good.
I was like,
Did you-
no,
Oh,
I think
yeah, I
I think
remember
that was
that
the
one.
wrong. I think we're talking about the
the
wrong one.
so when we hit
the
the
pineapple,
gas,
the pineapple.
yeah,
That
Tom
was
Cruise
funny.
pineapple.
But
Yeah,
like
the top-
even you
Alright.
get to it with like people are starting to use like AI to like write books and like fan fiction and everything.
Yeah.
And it just I feel like when it comes to art, there does need to be a human element to it, like an emotional aspect. And AI currently just cannot replicate that. But who knows how that's going to be in another year or 5 years or 10 years. And I feel like it like the focus on is becoming on that, and we're devaluing artists and craftsmen, and I think that is inherently a negative for society because like we look back at like
So-
pre-1800s when you just had people like Michelangelo who were allowed to dedicate their entire lives to their craft. Granted, their lives were not very long. That's besides the point. We're
That's
like,
why
he-
you had to be. That's why you had to be
Yeah,
really good.
so like
Because
he-
you knew you had a
Yeah.
very finite, small point in life, so you had to make the best of it. You didn't
Yeah.
have time for convenience.
Yeah, like he took months to paint the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. How many people would be allowed that in the current day?
How many people would be willing to do that?
I mean,
That's one thing.
who even knows if we have the technical skills that like Michelangelo used to, because people don't have the time to dedicate themselves to the art anymore because everything is just not in favor of the arts.
All I'm saying is I tried ChatGPT for the first time today because I was curious,
Mhm.
and I have a paper due tomorrow, and I was like, I'm just gonna see what happens. I typed in
Are you admitting to cheating?
no. Well, I know I'm not cheating. I was just curious. I'm not gonna use it because
Allegedly.
I'm not gonna submit something an AI wrote for me because that's not human.
Yeah.
But
you are gonna look it over and edit it until it's
I will
yours.
steal a paragraph or two out of it because I typed in write a 600-word paragraph on how COVID impacted unemployment, and that because that's the topic I'm writing my paper
COVID.
on.
I'm really
And
surprised
it
COVID didn't
gave
come up in
me
this conversation.
630 words,
Mhm.
and I was mind blown at how well written this paper was.
Well, yeah.
I can't use it
that's-
all because I have to add sources, and it didn't give me any sources.
Yeah.
But I was mind blown at the fact that it wrote a 630-word essay in 30 seconds.
Yeah,
that I
because
could
it's-
submit if I didn't have to have sources.
Because it's being fed information
A
from
college
everything on the
level.
internet, even against like people's will. The same thing is happening
it's
for like
amazing.
art AI,
It's
where it's
crazy.
just being fed art from different artists like without their consent for it. I don't support AI like that. I just don't.
I mean, if it sheds off like 2 hours of my time not having to write this paper, I mean, obviously I'm gonna write the paper. Dad, I promise I'm gonna write the paper. He's probably watching, but it's just mind blowing to me that can happen, and I could take a picture of any question I want on a quiz and instantly get the answers to it. Take a picture of the math question that I've been stuck on for 30 minutes and instantly get the answer to it. It's just mind blowing to me how that works, and that is going to be something that's going to really
I mean,
make people dumb.
Yeah, you're already
Yeah, that's
seeing
what I'm talking
countries that are
about.
starting like regulations against AI a lot
That needs to.
because
I agree.
it's going at a rapid rate and it's not good.
It's probably just blown up in the last 6 months.
Yeah.
Like Chat
Oh my gosh.
GPT.
Like it existed a little beforehand, but oh my
But
gosh.
Not
now
to
has
this
it-
extent.
Now it's like everywhere.
And like I said, it's currently today is the worst it's ever gonna be.
I don't know. Like
I'm excited, but I'm scared for the future.
None of it excites me. It's all just kind of.
I'm excited to see what happens with it and how crazy
I'm
technologically
interested,
advanced we'll get.
but like in a morbid kind of way.
I'm just like, dang,
morbid
I can't
curiosity.
Morbid
believe
curiosity.
like, it's not even human.
I think AI is ultimately just like a net negative for society.
I don't necessarily disagree. It is very it's a very twisted and tangled road in which we travel to get to that kind of point.
Yeah.
You know what's also really twisted and tangled? Tongue twisters.
Please work on your transitions.
That was good.
Don't encourage him. Do you have
Just
your
like
own,
these tongue twisters.
Do you have your own little slips of paper?
I do actually. I think I'm supposed to be doing these with you guys. So, but before we
Good,
do
as you
these,
should.
I have to explain the rules very,
Yes.
very clearly, very ethically, and very strictly.
Emotionally.
Yes.
Why ethically?
Be-
Why did you have to specify that? I feel like you should just
'Cause
be.
we're all
Because
professionals here.
there are rules and we have to follow these
I'm
rules
just
by
saying,
the
I
rules.
think being ethical is the
because they're
default,
rules.
and it's a red flag that you felt that you had to specify. Are you doing routinely unethical things, Tyler?
You're just a hater. Let's get
I
on
don't
with
know.
it.
I am actually
Yeah,
a
you
hater
are
at
a-
heart.
Thank you.
I love being.
All
a
right,
hater.
guys.
It's so much
So
fun.
this is how it's gonna work. We're gonna. You have to read your tongue twisters,
Mhm.
and you have to do it 5 times fast. Is it 5 times fast?
I thought it was 3
fast?
times fast.
3 times fast. You're right.
I'm pretty sure it's 3 times fast.
And you have to do it fast, like Peter Piper picked first, like really quick, really,
Did
really,
you?
really, really, really.
Did you
quick.
just turn into Owen Wilson?
What?
That was worse.
All right, ladies first.
You gotta do
No,
it
no.
really quick, and
Post first,
why am I?
because we did this last time. You didn't.
All right, but you do it quick, and then if you don't do it right, I have to stop you, and then you get 3 chances to do it 3 times fast.
It's too many times.
Maybe.
Too many chances.
We'll see. All right. A. White rice wine, white rice wine, white rice wine, white rice wine, white rice. Blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Failure. Fail. What? I did. That was great.
No.
All right,
Is
you
it-
go.
Is it
then.
my turn or her
No, it's
turn?
Brandon's turn.
No,
No, you go
Kelly.
next.
No, no.
Kelly.
No.
Why?
I
I'm
get
not-
the privilege of going last.
Why?
That's
No.
you said ladies first.
Is that
Okay.
not you?
No,
Yeah,
I'm
is
just
that-
saying if I get the privilege to go first, I should also get the privilege to go last. Brandon, your turn.
No. Here, I'm the
Okay.
host, and I'm gonna say you're
Brandon,
going.
it's your turn.
White rice wine, white White rice wine, white
All
rice
right,
wine,
Brandon.
white
Oh, are they
rice
all the
wine.
same?
Brandon,
I only get one shot?
faster.
Faster?
Faster.
You got to go faster.
Faster.
White rice wine, right wife. Dang it.
White wife. Sorry, I got distracted. Why is there like a border around the words? Did you notice that?
I did notice that. I decided not to comment on it.
Okay, look,
All right, stop studying it, Kelly. Stop having practice.
The 3 words
I
you're
was
trying to
actually
say
just
is
like,
white rice wine.
white rice wine. I know. I'm just trying to gather myself because I've been talking and now I have a little bit of cotton mouth and it's just like a natural disadvantage.
Excuses. Keep going, Kelly.
White rice wine, white rice wine, white rice wine.
Faster.
Lance said that was a little too fast. What I did was a little too fast.
What?
What Kelly did right there, that was probably perfect.
Ha!
But you still messed it up, so it doesn't count.
Probably, yeah.
Try it one more time.
One more time. You didn't have to try it one more time.
I did.
White rice wine, white rice wine, white rice wine. That one probably wasn't fast enough.
Yeah.
Moving
Oh,
on.
Tyler's example was too fast.
Thank
Ha-ha.
you. See, that makes more sense.
Okay, moving on.
All right. Since we have 3 and there's 3 of us, how about we take turns going first?
Brandon.
Okay, am I on B?
Yes.
Yeah, you'll go B.
All right, it's soldier, shoulder, surgery.
Don't say it out loud first. Just go for it,
Well,
man.
Lance told me to say that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just gotta
Then
introduce
just go for it.
Yeah.
Soldier, shoulder, surgery. Soldier, shoulder, surgery. No. Soldiers, soldier, shoulder, surgery. Soldier, shoulder, surgery. Shoulder. Oh my gosh.
I'm
I
sarcastic.
keep wanting to say shoulder instead of
worse.
soldier.
We're getting some flashbacks from this. I'm just saying. I feel like this is a call.
Soldier,
out.
shoulder, surgery. Soldier, shoulder, Oh my gosh. Okay, you're
Can I
next.
make one comment before I do this? I despise nothing more in this world than the way the word soldier is spelled.
Hey, this is kind of ironic.
Does that make sense?
Because I had soldier surgery. Did you do that on purpose, Lance? No, I'm just kidding. Kelly, your turn.
No, but like, do you guys agree with me about the way soldier is spelled?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Why does
I like it.
where is the G?
I like it.
Where does the G come from?
That's where the
Sold ear. It should be pronounced sold ear. No, there's a G. Anyways,
The English language.
I feel like I just forgot how to
Come on,
pronounce
Kelly. Come on,
soldier.
Kelly.
No,
Let's go,
I
let's
just
go.
like forgot how to pronounce soldier for a second because I
Let's go.
just
Let's
psyched
go.
myself
Come on,
out with
Kelly. You can
soldier.
do it. I know you can.
Soldier surgery. Soldier.
This one's probably the hardest one I've ever had to do
Right.
in my life.
I don't like this one. Soldier surgery. Shoulder surgery. Shoulder surgery.
Eh.
No, it was close.
It was
Closer than
close.
you.
It was closer than me.
Don't make those sounds. Stop.
All right. Soldier shoulder surgery. Shoulder surgery. Shoulder surgery. Shoulder surgery.
Why'd you
Soldier.
go 5 times?
Because it's just.
Wait, can I count? Was that only 4?
Those 4.
It was no, Kelly. It was no. You definitely can't count, Kelly.
Look, I am a humanities girly at heart.
Is that why you're a business?
I am not a math person.
You're in business though. You took statistics.
Barely. Felt.
You made an A in that class, didn't you?
Yeah, but that's only because the teacher was good.
All right. Well, now it's your turn. Kelly.
Lance. Why would you do this?
I like this one.
I don't. The phrase is G sharp, C sharp, which I can't even pronounce normally. G sharp, C sharp, G sharp, C sharp, G sharp, C sharp. That's as good as you're gonna get it from me.
We're music people, Tyler. Should be
Yeah, we
easy.
got this. We got this, Brandon. We've been doing music our entire lives. Okay. G sharp, C sharp, G sharp, C sharp, G sharp, C sharp, G sharp, C sharp,
Nice.
You
Yeah.
are aware that it's 3 times, right?
G sharp, C sharp.
That's 5.
G sharp, C sharp, G sharp, C sharp, G sharp, C sharp. Easy.
I think you got that one the best.
Easy. Let's go, Tyler.
I think I got
Yeah.
letter B best though.
Those
Nah, that one goes to Randon.
that was easy.
Oh,
It was made for him.
okay. Doesn't matter.
I won on all of them.
Oh my gosh.
No.
I won on all
That's
of
not
them.
No,
how that
Kelly.
works.
I'm just kidding.
Maybe you don't win today.
No, see, the thing is about A, I was gonna say that I think you did the best on that
Lance,
one.
Lance said,
That was the one that I got called out on.
Tyler, he called you out again.
Oh no.
Ooh, what'd he
He-
say?
What'd
What'd
I
he say?
do?
Tyler did not get that, but Randon did.
Ha.
The sharp, the last one.
Oh.
What did I do?
Wrong.
Okay,
Bad.
fine.
Ha.
I'll storm out of the room after the show. I'll be fine. All right. So, but with that,
You know what else twists your tongue?
yeah,
Fast food.
yeah, some curly fries.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no. Would you like to elaborate on that
It was a
simile?
segue.
No, that's a metaphor.
You know
There's
what's
no like
also
or as.
twisty?
Curly fries.
Curly fries.
Yeah, there we
Okay,
go.
that-
Fast
that's fine.
food.
That's a little bit better.
Love that.
Not
That's
great,
right.
but
All right. Hey, I'm getting better, Kelly.
You're
Can't you-
learning. It's a skill.
Can't you
You're
just
not quite there
can't you
yet,
just
though.
appreciate
No.
that I'm getting better at something?
No, what we were discussing earlier, I'm a hater
Tyler,
at
you're
heart.
getting better. You're getting really good.
You
I-
are
I
you are
appreciate you,
improving.
Tyler.
You are improving, and I'll give you credit for that.
I'm not a hater.
I am.
I appreciate you.
I'm sorry,
Randy.
Kelly.
I'll miss you the most.
I know you will.
Dang.
I
I didn't know
know.
we were liars.
All right.
He's not a liar.
You said I was lying. Why would I miss you, Kelly?
Because I'm a delight.
So, anyways,
You sound just like my mom.
one of my favorite items from fast food. I'm not sure if I would call this the best one.
Did you even ask the question?
What is your favorite fast food item? What is the best fast food item?
In your opinion.
And this can be it can be a limited time offer. It can be a
As specific as you can be.
yeah. And maybe it has to do with like
I swear.
childhood memories, and this is why you think that grits are so awesome. I'm looking at you, Waffle House.
Waffle House count as fast food? I don't think so. Is it?
It's still good though.
No, it's a diner.
I've
But
only
still.
been to a Waffle House like once.
You are a northerner, aren't you?
What's that supposed to mean?
That's not intended to be a call out or anything. I'm just like, they don't have
should
Waffle
be.
House up past Oklahoma, I think.
No, the one time I had it was in like Arkansas when we were driving from like
See, go down to Louisiana and then like walk into
Forever.
a Waffle House. It slaps. Or Mississippi.
The only thing is, I wouldn't walk into a Waffle House in Louisiana.
Never
It's
go into a Waffle
Probably
House.
the most ghetto Waffle House.
No,
you
that's the-
roll
that's-
into a Waffle House in Louisiana.
No, but that's the most fun part. Is like sometimes it's dinner and a show.
Yeah, for real. Dinner and a
Especially at like late nights.
dinner with some crackheads.
Yeah.
All we have
It's
is
fun. And the
Denny's.
people are always a delight almost. I don't like Denny's. I don't like Denny's.
You sound so passionate about that.
I mean,
What is up, Denny's?
Denny's is
Okay,
it's okay.
yeah, but they have a phenomenal Tumblr account. It's
Their
like
social
it's like
media's-
the Wendy's Twitter.
Nothing will ever be able to compete with the Wendy's. With
Denny's
Wendy's.
Tumblr.
I'll look at it.
You gotta look at Denny's Tumblr.
I'll look at it. But like, who's letting people be in charge of Wendy's? Let's be honest. Who did that? And then the Wendy's management was just like, yeah, I think I'll let that pass.
Wait, what happened?
Are you not aware of what
have you
Wendy's
never seen
Twitter?
Wendy's Twitter? It's amazing.
Dude, it's-
That's how you do
Oh my
social media
gosh.
for a big company.
No, Slim Jim is good too. Slim Jim is
Like-
fine.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, back to the question.
okay, I'm gonna talk about my favorite Jack in the Box item,
Mhm.
but somewhere in all this, I'm gonna show Randon Wendy's Twitter because
Yeah.
this is just so good.
Check out Denny's Tumblr too.
I will. But first, Jack in the Box has this one item that I've
Mhm.
loved for a long time, and there's just something about it. It's the breakfast platter, and you get bacon, you get hash browns, you get mini. You know what? Call me basic.
I'm
It's
kidding,
it's
I'm
good.
kidding.
You
That
get
sounds
good
good,
food
Tyler.
for like it's not a lot. It's like I don't know how much it is,
I
but
don't-
it always felt worth it for me.
I don't think I've ever been to a Jack in the Box.
I like Jack in the Box.
I don't
The
go to
burgers are good.
Jack in the Box often, and even when I go there during lunchtime, I still probably get the breakfast
Breakfast platter.
platter because it's just I get the food I want.
Yeah. There's no shame in that. I wish more fast food places did like breakfast all day because their breakfast options usually just are the best options. I'm looking at you, McGriddle from McDonald's. What is the best thing on their menu? I will not be taking criticism. That's
For
not my
me.
answer though. My answer, I have 2 answers, right? What?
At Wendy's. McDonald's is better. Wendy's at freezing beef.
Dang.
So I
Just a
actually
lot of
I
shade.
have 2 answers for this one. One of them is a food item that you eat, and one of them is like a drink item that you drink. Technically, you consume both of them, but it doesn't matter. There's a distinct difference, right? Because sometimes you go to a fast food place to like get something to drink, and sometimes you go for something to food. And
Sonic.
here's the thing: is I don't
But
know.
would that be a fast drink place instead of fast food?
I need you to shut up.
That's
So fast food.
the only
Anyways.
fast drink place around is Sonic. Don't
I'm
even try to
not-
say there's another one.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm not sure
Starbucks.
if either of these.
That's
no,
coffee.
That's
Coffee doesn't count.
That's like cafe technically.
But
it's like
it's
a coffee shop.
fast drink,
You know, they have a drive-through.
They do.
so it is fast drink.
Wait. So are we just counting anything with the drive-through?
Yes.
Okay, that makes it
Most-
easier because I'm
most-
actually not sure if either of these 2 places are fast food. Anyways, my
I
drink
would call
item.
Chili's fast food.
No.
Chili's
No, but
technically
you have
has-
to like. That's like a pickup. That's not like
Nah,
a drive-through.
Don't they have? Don't they have
No, they don't
Chili's
have
does not have a
drive-through.
drive-through.
No, they don't.
What higher class? What restaurant that looks higher class has a fast food restaurant? Isn't there one?
None of them.
No,
All
a lot
right,
of them have
whatever.
like pickup. Anyways, the drink place, Jamba Juice. They used to have a chili mango like smoothie.
Isn't
on
this
their
the
menu.
place where you used to be able to get shots of grass?
Wait,
I have
where?
no idea about that. It's Jamba Juice though.
Jamba Juice. I'm
It's a
pretty sure
juice
you
place.
used
Oh,
to
I
be able
know-
to
I
go
know what
go
you're
in there, and they would have like these little patches of grass, and they would like cut them, and then they mix them up, and then you put them in your smoothie. But if you asked for just a shot of the grass, blend it up, they'd give it to you. I know this because I did.
You would be the kind of person.
I didn't
you know
ask.
What?
No, I
I'm
didn't
not gonna
ask.
say
I
that.
didn't
That'd be
ask
mean.
for it.
Anyways, they had a chili
specifically.
mango drink on their menu, and it was very good. You ever had a spicy drink? It's delicious. It's amazing. Chili mango anything is very good. If you want, try the chili mango jelly bellies because those are to die for. Anyways, my food item. This is not a chain fast food place, but I lived right across the street from it when I was growing up, like, you know, in the suburbs of Chicago. And it was this little family-owned place. It was mainly like a drive-through or like a quick service thing. It looked like a fast food place, but it was like a one-off. It's called Mr. Submarine or Mr. R. I don't know where the R came from, but it was on their sign, so everybody called it Mr. R. Whatever. They have the best fries I have ever had. I'm not kidding. They are crinkle-cut fries, house-made garlic fries, and you get them with like this like house-made cheese sauce to like dip them in. Every time I go up, I have to get them. I have to. There is absolutely no skipping them. If this place were ever to go out of business, I would genuinely weep more than I wept when my mother died. I know that sounds
my
like an
gosh.
exaggeration. I'm not. That place means everything to me. Those fries are the best thing I have ever had. They're so good. And I was really upset when I moved here because there's nothing that's really comparable. The only thing that I have found that is comparable is Wendy's has those new garlic fries, and they like kind of scratch the same itch, but they're not the same. But that is my favorite fast food item, if you want to count it as fast food.
Those sound delicious.
They're so
Does
good.
sound good.
They're so good. They're also the only crinkle cut fries I'll eat. I'm not a crinkle cut fry girly. Anyways, Randon.
Yeah.
One of mine is a Sonic Ocean Water, and then
Oh,
another
yeah.
one of mine is the chicken strip honey barbecue sandwich from Whataburger.
Why? What's so special about these things?
They're delicious.
It's delicious.
Well, yeah, but like
Quite simply,
go
it's
into the
delicious.
description. What's
Sometimes
so
all you need
s-
is the
is
simplicity.
just
Hang on,
is it a
what's
succulent
chat saying?
sauce?
This is that simple. I just love it.
All right.
Fair enough.
I don't need no story. I don't have
This
a
is
story.
this is
I
like
just
the this is like the commercial or
How did
that
you look
the
up Denny's
YouTube video where it's that guy asking why Whataburger is so good. It's like because it's Whataburger. Duh.
Water burger.
yeah.
What? No. What? Like what?
I'm
is
sorry,
chat
Randy.
saying?
What is chat? Is chat saying
It,
something?
it's there's only it looks like a lot, but we've already talked about a lot of it.
Ah, okay.
Okay. I found Denny's Tumblr. I'm not sure if I want to read this first one out. A sign of sweet affection where a chicken tender kisses you on the neck.
What the heck?
It doesn't say
I'm telling
kiss.
you. I'm telling
But,
you, I absolutely adore Denny's Tumblr. It feels like a trip every time because it feels like it's not the real like account of the place, and then it just is. Amazing. Also, on a side note, when it comes to like fast food, I cannot think of Pizza Hut without thinking of that old Tumblr meme of none pizza left beef. I'm incapable of separating the two in my mind. Do you know of none pizza left beef?
I have no clue what that is.
You should look up none pizza left beef.
None pizza.
Basically, Pizza Hut, when you
Is
go
this like
online, you can like
nuns?
build your own pizza and like you can
Nuns.
choose what you want on like what side of the pizza.
Is this None?
None, like None, yeah. And someone put like no sauce, no cheese, no nothing, and then beef only on the left of it. And so now
None
every time I
pizza
hear of
left
Pizza
beef.
Hut, I just think of none pizza left beef. And I think it was like the other day, Pizza Hut's TikTok account. Yeah, that's none pizza left beef. I think it was
What
the
the heck?
official like Pizza Hut TikTok account like had one of their employees remake none pizza left beef.
This is the worst fast food item. Who would do this?
That looks good.
Someone who's lactose intolerant and doesn't like tomatoes.
This is bread with meat on it.
And the meat's not even stuck to it in any meaningful way.
No, it's just rolling on there.
It's none pizza left beef.
I feel like, have y'all ever seen
That's very
the
interesting
"Can I get
pizza.
that pizza boneless"?
Boom.
Can I get a
Boneless.
boneless pizza? Yeah,
I feel like this is something that you would see on there.
Yeah. Yeah. Very much so.
I don't. All right,
I feel like that's a good closing out for the fast
it's a
food.
good closing out. Yeah, I also think that's a good closing out for the episode today. All right, guys. So thank you for showing up to the show today. We'll have another episode for you next week, of course. Oh jeez. If you're looking for more Cruisin the Planet, you can we upload every Monday to YouTube at 5 o'clock, and you can see more Tarleton Radio on all our different socials: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at KXDR the Planet 100.7.
legal ID.
Exactly. Legal ID for Twitch.
You're about a half hour late.
We still got 3 minutes.
It's the top of every hour.
I said it then too. But we'll see you here next week for another episode of Cruisin the Planet. A very special episode with a music piece. What?
Nothing?
Next week is our music episode, right, Randon?
No.
I think so.
No?
Yeah, it is.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Is next week 420?
Yes.
Oh, we're talking about drugs.
Oh, yeah, that's-
Substances as a whole.
Okay. So never mind. That is a special episode for y'all, but not for music. But we'll be back next week for another episode of Cruisin the Planet. But until then, guys, keep cruising.
Bye, guys.